Did you catch it?
What do you wish you could love about your wife? That's really a dangerous question, right? That's a no question.
Nothing.
Hi, my name is Elder David Shin. I have a beautiful wife. Her name is Unha. I have 5 children, 4 teenage boys, and 1 3-year-old princess. And this is a QPEM Get to Know You interview. What year did you receive Christ? Give a notable memory from that same year. Great question. I don't know the exact year that I received Christ. I grew up in a very Christian household, so I grew up knowing Christ. But I don't think I really became acutely aware of my own sinful nature. The first time I think I really felt the need for a Savior was when I was about 13. And it was at a, not a retreat, but it was at a kind of a revival gathering at another church. It was crazy because they lost electricity, everything went out, and the person up there just started singing just a cappella, Created in Me, and the whole room joined in. And I think that's when I became acutely aware that I needed a Savior, you know, that I really was sinful, that I wasn't as good as I thought I was. And so, you know, I think that's the memory I have in California.
Yeah. What was the song?
Created Me a Clean Heart by Keith Green, I believe.
Yeah. Next question.
All right. What is your job outside of church? Why did you choose that career and how did you get there? Okay, I am a general surgeon, and how did I choose that career? Before I went to medical school, I had a choice I had to make between seminary and medical school. I was actually going to go to seminary. My mother came in and spoke to me one day, and she said, you know, you went through your whole college career, pre-med. I had already taken my MCATs and did everything. And she said, not many people get this opportunity. You can always go to seminary, but you can't always go to medical school. And so if you still want to go to seminary afterwards, you can do that, but you're never going to have another chance to go back to medical school. And she said, I know you're interested in missions, but you can even do medical missions this way. And so I prayed about what she said, and that's why I applied to medical school. And the medical school I ended up was one of the 2 that actually allowed applications that late. And that's how I ended up in medical school. When I became a surgeon, when I went to medical school, I was thinking I was going to be like a family doctor. And I did my surgery rotation, and I really, really liked operating. I thought it was great. I love working with my hands. I love the immediate kind of cure you can give a lot of patients. And so, much to my wife's dismay, I told her I wanted to do surgery, and here I am. So that's how I became a surgeon. How did you become a church elder? How did you view the calling? Tell us the journey. Well, the way we have it here is names are put up for nomination, and the congregation votes. And I was voted to become one of the elders. Of course, you can decline that, but I believe that you know, churches and the congregation have a sense of who would make a good elder, and you know, you have to trust that is what God put into the hearts of our church members, you know, to the heart of leadership when they approve the nomination. So it's not something that just because the church members vote that it's done, the standing session has to also agree. And so I just put that into the hands of God and trust that you know, He calls those who He calls. And you know, I didn't think I was in a position to deny that. I did have concern with time issues, things like that, and I raised that with the pastors and elders, and they said it was okay, you know, if I had to be at work, and so it worked out. Do you get to listen to music in the operating room? If so, what do you listen to? Yes, you get to listen to music in the operating room. You can't play it so loud that it interferes, you know, with like the anesthesia alarms and equipment, things like that. So you can play it in the background, and I do play it. I have a playlist that has gained some notoriety over at NYU Langone in Long Island. Most of the residents, nurses, all the staff know about it. They actually request it. They've actually had many requests to put it on Spotify, which I can't, it's just on my phone. It's mainly cheesy songs from the 80s and 70s and 50s. And well, it goes as far back as the 20s and as recent as early 2000s, but not much more recent than that, because that's kind of where my song list ended. First played, they call it the, Dr. Shin's cheesy playlist, and that name kind of stuck. So it's like cheesy love songs, and I think when Rick Rolling became a meme, they were like, yeah, that's on Dr. Shin's playlist. Who is your favorite other staff on the leadership team? What is this question asking?
Who do you like the most?
What it sounds like. That's what it sounds like to me.
I'm gonna go with PI Josh. Just because I feel like I know him the least and I want to get to know him better, so he's gonna be my new favorite now. All right, PI Josh, men's retreat. You can't choose a favorite. It's like who's your favorite kid? You can't say that.
Who is it?
Huh? So if you want to know more about me, and please join us, QPEM, 12 o'clock Sundays here in Flushing. We'd love to see you and get to know you more.
That's a wrap.
All right, yeah.
Right.
Great job, everyone.
Why do you have so many guys?
No. No,